always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the ball first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end in both of these schools.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gray. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Running to Green. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the... Is able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. defenses. They were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Back to pass, it's Morton. Got his man on the outside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those center.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football.
Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
She was just fighting him. She wasn't even touching him.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Why are you saying that? Damn.
Too funny and too cute.
Look at us.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Crazy. Look at crazy. Look at crazy. Marvin, Central Coast. Let's go speak of this nigga.
The give on the counter. Runs through a tackle. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
What? Stop. When you chicken,
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's sticky.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I think the days of running backs just...
The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
This is why you consistently steady diet, because you break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Back to throw, it's Morton. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's White. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around and find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Makes the grab, it's Hamilton. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Wilkins. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Gallagher. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's White. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
First down, West Virginia.
He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
Where's my daughter saying to stop the playing a young lady?
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown
He was
up for another half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mount Airy.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half.
People be calling her serious, though.
Yeah, that's why I said she ain't gonna do that.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much adjustments.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. play fake. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hamilton.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
I wonder where she get it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
I'll give it under.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Morton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They're testing the right side here. Hard running there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays. The #1 goal of the defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Caught close to the marker, it's White.
They just
They
can't do
make
it
the
on
stop,
the
but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Gallagher. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Virgil. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickey. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
League C with Tennessee women. League C with Tennessee women.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
She looks like regular ice.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on
They
2nd
got
I don't
down.
remember about it either, but
They got
pretty
lemon.
good.
It tastes like
Leaves it with the
lemonade.
running back.
Yeah, like lemon ice shake.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Why you saying it's
And the
good?
Red Raiders will
I
snap
said
it on
it's
1st and 10.
good.
Oh, I bet you said it. I bet you said it's good.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone.
I'm like,
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards.
Oh, not
That's really
nobody doing healthy
And that
shit.
one is
That's what
picked up in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Wilkins. Makes the catch. It's great. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Mountaineers are marching down the field.
West Virginia.
Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Gallagher. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
There's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Electric run has them set up. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Even if I won't be able to do it.
The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area. And that's a tough act today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a...
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I cannot do that shit no more. I can't even stay up all night. Even if I wanted to.
And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They want to run it left here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field.
Turning it on. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
West Virginia.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.